A number of months back, Ethel Cain, a music artist that I have a great deal of love and respect for, made a Tumblr post ranting about the way some of her fans have responded to her art in a rather unserious way. Her Tumblr post reads, "Okay, honestly, this is probably such a stupid rant, but I've been thinking about it for a few weeks now, but nobody takes anything fucking seriously anymore. It makes me feel so crazy and annoyed because I'm constantly bombarded by jokes. Constantly. It's not even just me. I see it with literally every artist across multiple genres and mediums. And listen, I love to laugh, and I love funny shit, but we are in an irony epidemic. There is such a loss of sincerity, and everything has to be a joke at all times. The number of times I have read the same stupid shit like, yes, you ate that like Isaiah ate Ethel, over and over. It makes me so mad. It's not everyone, obviously, but it's such a huge portion of the people who engage with me online and in real life that it's truly inescapable. I feel like no matter what I make or what I do, it will always get turned into a fucking joke. It's genuinely so embarrassing. I hate feeling like I'm constantly complaining, but I'm honest to God so turned off by so much of the way people engage with the shit I do, and with most things in general. It's so beyond frustrating. I'm so stressed out already anticipating the stupid shit I'm gonna have to see about perverts, lol. It literally makes me never want to share anything again. I miss when I had 20 fans who actually had something interesting to say in response to what I was making. I hate it here. Now, if Bruno Mars posted something like this, I would probably laugh it off and think of it as kind of pretentious. But given the kind of music Hayden makes, I feel she is more than justified in her feelings. Although her popular songs are more pop music sounding, when you go through her whole catalog, it's much darker than that. And the story told in her albums regularly tend to deal with disturbing subject matter, like in Preacher's Daughter, about a young girl being kidnapped and cannibalized. A few days ago, I came across a Twin Peaks meme that I felt weirdly disgusted by. The meme wasn't offensive in the traditional sense, but it fed into this very problem. Major spoilers for Twin Peaks. If you haven't watched the show, just skip ahead. I don't want to be responsible for anyone having the show spoiled for them in any way. I think it's a better experience to go into blind and, following along with the mystery. It's one of my all-time favorite shows. I recommend seriously watch it first before you watch this. The meme was captioned, "Heatwave tip number 7, share the fan." On one side it had a picture of Laura Palmer from a scene in Fire Walk with Me. On the other side it had Leland Palmer, her father, / Bob. Without context, this seems like an inoffensive type of meme, typical of an Instagram account that posts TV show related memes. But within the context of the show, Leland Palmer, Laura Palmer's father, repeatedly molests and murders his daughter. Bob, the long-haired man Leland transforms into, is the personification of pure evil. His only character trait is that he rapes and kills young girls. Certainly there are more lighthearted, comedic moments within Twin Peaks, but when it comes to the tragedy of Laura Palmer, it is treated with nothing but the utmost respect and seriousness within the show, because even though she's a fictional character, molestation and murder are real things that happen in real life to real teenage girls. The trouble is that in the chronically online world in which we inhabit, symbols from media are stripped of their context to reappropriate in various memes and jokes. I don't have a problem with dark humor or bringing levity to a heavy subject, but that's not what's happening with the way these images are being reappropriated. This isn't to say that I haven't liked or shared a post that could be categorized as the same problem. Historically, I haven't had a problem with memes taken from rather serious scenes, but this example felt so vulgar and nauseating that I feel like it highlighted the problem in a way that I could no longer ignore. It reminded me of some posts I'd seen online of people sharing their disappointment, having gone to screenings of Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, and experiencing fellow audience members laugh during the movie. I don't mean laugh during the first 30 or so minutes when the scenes are more lighthearted and humorous. I mean into the thick of the movie, when some of the most disturbing events I've ever seen in a feature film are depicted. Maybe I'm just the friend that's too woke. Or maybe, treating everything like a joke slowly eats away at our ability to feel empathy towards other human beings. I was irony poisoned for most of my teenage years, and although I'm still very silly and comedy focused in adulthood, I believe my ability to recognize when a situation should be treated seriously has benefited my life significantly. As an artist and a filmmaker, it feels discouraging to see such serious and severe subject matter reappropriated in such a careless manner. Art, in its purest sense, is a way of connecting with experiences different than our own, and I worry that by treating it in the disposable way we often do in the age of the internet and content, that it cheapens the human experience as a whole. But this irony epidemic extends beyond art. You can see this when you look online and see the jokes that people are making about American immigrant families being torn apart by ICE agents, or the ongoing genocide of the Palestinian people. Though this is obviously a more severe and out-of-touch context than what I've previously touched on, I only mention it as an example of how this irony poisoning can translate into lack of empathy for other human beings in real life. In conclusion, all we can ultimately do at the end of the day is lead by example. I mean, most of my art throughout the years has been relatively unserious, with a few exceptions here and there, and it's likely to stay that way, but my advice to other artists, filmmakers, and creatives of any kind is don't be afraid to make serious art. There's always going to be people who take the piss out of it, don't take it seriously, even if their intentions are pure. People who are just chronically online and need to touch grass and don't know how to take things seriously. And I guess at the end of the day, you're not accountable to them, and as annoying as they are, who gives a fuck? Apologies if this is more of a rant video than what you were expecting after 8 months of not posting on this channel, but it's something that's kind of been on my mind for a while. And let me know what you think in the comments. Am I being too dramatic? Do I have a point? Do you agree with some of what I've said but disagree with other parts? Anyways, if general film and media discussion is something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe. And if you prefer the more lighthearted, silly stuff, then I suggest my other channel may be more your speed. Either way, I wish every last one of you a beautiful life, and I hope nobody laughs or makes jokes out of things you care about. And don't forget to take the cinephile pill.